Hey, it's the Okie Gardener here. We're going to do a quick update on the tomato plants that we put in the flood and drain system last week. Give them a little bit of nutrient, go over some of the changes I've made to the system over the last week, and compare growth, see how they've done. Alright, let's start mixing some nutrients. I'm going to top off my tank while I'm at it, so put a higher dose of nutrients in this time. Okay, 15 of that. I'm actually going to take some back out because I'll have some residual nutrients in there from before. I'm going to pull. Just about 5 scoops back out. Mix it for 10 gallons because I've got some leftover water and nutrient in here. I'm not going to drain it. So since I'm doing 10, I'm going to do 5 of these because it's a 1.5 ratio. And I'm also going to add some Epsom salt with it. The same ratio that I add the calcium nitrate. Close these up and get them out of the way. Time to get some more of that. Getting pretty low. Just fed all of my plants yesterday. Well, all of my other plants. Just took up about 20 gallons of water and nutrients. Let's add some, get this over here. Water to that. Good stir. So before I did this, I made sure my tanks are drained down to their lowest point. That way when I add water to my tub, I don't end up overfilling the system. So let's see if we can get the nutrient added in here. water in it. Probably good enough. About to go out of town for a little bit, and I just want to make sure that my plants don't run out of water while I'm gone. So I'm going to plug the pump back in, let it cycle 10 minutes or so, come out and check the pH. I think it's running a little high right now, and I need to bring it back down some. So I'll come back when after it runs for a little bit. While this is running, I'll go ahead and talk about some of the other adjustments that I've made and still need to make. So I've upgraded from this little bitty light to this 600 watt 8-inch light. Got it off of Amazon. Put a link in the description below. It is a Candlelight by XECCON lighting, LED grow light. I got it on sale for, I think it was $24.99 off of normal $49.99. So far, it's working pretty good. Got it run up here to a timer. So it's on about 16 hours a day at this point. As you can see, my plants have gotten quite close to it. That's only about 6 inches there. They started right about there. So you go ahead and raise this guy up. Do that. There's a lot of different theories on how high to run these grow lights. Some people say 2 feet, some people say more, some people say less. Like about 1 foot works pretty good, at least for this light and this setup. So I'll run it about right there for now, and we'll see how she does. So let's see, cycled, we're about to drain. This one's also about to drain. As soon as these two drain, then I'll go ahead and check the pH and see if I need to add anything to it to lower it some. In the meantime, notice I've changed this tube out as well as this tube. Can't see that one because it's down below, but this one I've changed and I've brought it over here. And that is because, if you can see it, those roots started tying themselves in a knot. So I wanted the drain tube over here, or the fill tube over here, to hopefully lessen some of the swirling effect back there in the back when it floods and drains, and prevent those roots from twisting up anymore. This one started doing it, but it stopped, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that that tube is down under water on this side. That one's draining. Yep, it's got a sign on it. This one, this, it's also draining. So, I'm gonna go ahead. Check our pH. Yeah, we're 5.9. 5.9, almost 5.6, or almost 6, sorry. So we're gonna add just a little bit of distilled white vinegar, just a very minute amount, and see if we can pull that down and get it about 5.5. This is just your plain white vinegar, nothing special. Oops, dropped the camera there. Just a small dash. Let that circulate for a minute. Doesn't take very long for that stuff to affect the pH level. So we'll let it pump a cycle and we'll check it again. Alright, this tank is filled and drained back off. This one's working on draining. We're going to go ahead and check the pH and see where we're at now that the vinegar's had a little time to circulate. So let's see where we're at. Sorry, this is hard to do. Ooh, a little much and a little low. We're about 5.1, 5.11. It's fine. So my pH dropped a little lower than I was aiming for. Hit about 5.1. I was aiming for about 5.4. It's okay though, because this system is climbing, so not really sure why that is. I'm gonna have to do some research on it. If you have any ideas, put a comment down below, see if you can help me figure it out. Save me a little bit of research time on figuring out why the pH is climbing. Over the last week, it's gone up by about 0.7. So being a little low, that'll put me just below 6 in a week. In theory, if it climbs the same way it has been. This should be all right though. As long as I'm between 5 and 5.5, I'm okay with that. Anyway, have a good one. That's the tomatoes, update on them. At the end of the video, I'll put a photo comparison of where they're at now and where they were when I put them in a week ago, so you can see the growth difference and the change over the last week. I've grown probably 3 inches or so. Put on some nice leafy greens. Still looking for that first blossom. My other plants outside are already starting, but they had a little bit of a jump start on these. So hopefully these will catch up and outrun them in the near future. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, the like button. Helps out the channel and lets me know that you guys are enjoying what you're seeing and actually gaining something from it, if it's comedic value from laughing at me. Have a good night.